Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming, and we're back with another LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7 video for you. In fact, this one happens to be level 14, Magic is Might, free play! And yes, character requirements are always going to be the same, strong, dark magic, and a key character. We're also going to shoot for that true wizard requirement of 50k, and of course we're going to clean up all of them collectibles, including all 3 of the character tokens that rescue, well, we're going to rescue that student in peril and turn that frown upside down, and we're also going to get all 4 of the House Crest pieces. So, from the Leaky Cauldron, head on over to that magic glowing carpet and choose Magic is Might, which is going to be down in the bottom left-hand corner. And, of course, we're going to choose our strong character as, for whatever reason, the game was not choosing it for us early. And, yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and select him. And as soon as we start, we're going to head on over to the left-hand side. Head on over to the left-hand side. That's right, we need somebody with some strength, too. So we're going to Popeye up and change on over to our werewolf edition of Remus. And then look at that, we rip off the handle and a bunch of rubber duckies pop out. So we're going to demolish those rubber duckies and pick up our Crest piece, which happens to be red, or the Gryffindor piece. And we'll add that to our collection and then switch right on over to Hermione and use the old bookshelf. And let's see here. Get our hack on and see what we can find inside here. Of course, whenever you get the correct solution, it pukes out something. In this case, it happens to be the character token for Harry Albert Runcorn, which, if you remember, they disguise themselves and run through the Ministry of Magic and O to the S. So now you might have noticed a little hat on a rack there and a light right next to it. We're going to need to use Leviosa on that light, and in fact there's actually 3, and you can see I've just manipulated the second one over on the right hand side. So basically there's one on the left and one on the right, and the third and final one is actually going to be beyond this group of people. So we actually have to use Reducto to remove those silver locks, which then reveal a Defendo wall. So that's right, it's got red on it, so we're going to go ahead and carve it out and rebuild the bricks that fall from that, which turns out to be it's a little ticking time bomb. So we're gonna need to use Leviosa to go ahead and wind it up and get it on over to this pad here, and then you're gonna need to wind it up yet again. Now you can see over there in the right corner on that back wall there, you can see the third and final light, but we need to go ahead and spin to win and let all these little guys out, and then of course they go honk 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 and make everybody go, what? And scatter everywhere. And of course, once the confusion happens, that's our time to go ahead and run on through to the other side. Look at that, we've got this light over here. It's kind of a tricky or funny angle, so go ahead and hop up on the table if need be. And look at that, booyaka show! We've got that character token for Ron, Reg Cattermole, which again is character in disguise. So yeah, we've got a little bit of time between now and the next collectible, so feel free to use those quick links down below. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and switch on over to a character that can use the Deluminator, which I'm pretty sure Ron is the only one. Now, we do have a few different versions of Ron, and I still find it very odd that the game allows you to play characters that you have not yet purchased. So, like you just saw, I just got the character token for Ron, Reg Cattermole. But yet, look, I'm actually using him right now in this level. That was one thing that always kind of confused me. I guess it's cool that the game allows you to use characters that you can get on that level, kind of like a story-based character, but at the same time, it's just oddly weird that you have to go and purchase them after unlocking them. So anyhow, we've officially completed the puzzle outside. We've opened the door and made it inside the office here. We're going to use our key character over on the left-hand side to open up a safe, and look at that, we've got ourselves the old Ravenclaw or blue Crest piece. And now we've got a little bit more time in between now and the next collectible. So again, we're going to go ahead and advise that you look down below in the video description and check out those old quick links, because they'll take you to what you need next, which looks like it's going to be the Student in Peril, which is right about the 5.5 minute mark. So looking at our clock right now, that's about 1.25 minutes away. So if you're in a hurry, feel free to use those quick links. Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and keep on keeping on. Now, there are 2 keys needed for this area. You can see we got the right one, or one of them over on the right-hand side, and the second one is going to be back on the left, over on this table. You actually have to destroy some stuff that's not really obvious. And once you get it, you can go ahead and slap it on in there, and it'll go ahead and look at that. It'll open it up and let us out. That's right, free the beast. I guess we're not beasts, but we're free, and now we're going to go ahead and keep on keeping on down this pathway until we come to this gate, which happens to have this little, I guess it's a watering jug we'll go ahead and fill it up with Aquamenti, and then use Leviosa to lift it up, and it's kind of a weird, funny angle, but you gotta water the plant in the pot there. And all of a sudden it grows this big old plant, and we're gonna go ahead and rip the flower petals off and slap them on the wall. Now, totally odd, not really sure what's going on here. I guess we've got some sort of a flapping system that, look at that. It actually took the water raining from inside and turned it to raining outside. That's right. Very odd. You gotta love magic though. What I would give to be, well, I guess David Blaine's pretty cool. But, you know, having magic in real life would be sweet. Having a little wand and waving it around. Reducto! That's right. That's gone. Whatever's in my way. I guess that could get real dangerous, though. So, hey, we got a double whammy here. As you can see, we've got a student in peril and the character token listed here. We're going to need a character with dark magic to go ahead and shake up that lock and open the elevator door, which will actually allow us to rescue that student in peril. So that's right, we've turned that frown upside down, and they're out of here now. So we're going to go ahead and jump back into that elevator where they were trapped and grab the character token for Hermione Mafalda. And before advancing and doing anything to that silver lock, make sure you use dark magic on the red and black box over on the right-hand side of the area. And look at that, we've, well, we pulled out a poster of Lord V, and it actually gave us a Crest piece, which happened to be the old Hufflepuff. So we are one Crest piece away from victory, at least, well, from having all of them for this level. And yeah, actually, that's all we need. It's left. So there's actually a significantly long time in between now and the next collectible. But I do want to mention that this next one is really easy to miss, and I highly recommend staying on the left-hand side of the area when you start the chase scene, and also switching to the character in front, because sometimes you'll spawn as the character that's kind of a back a ways. In fact, I think that's the default. So you're going to want to tap the old triangle or Y button and move to the frontmost character, but we're not quite there yet. We actually have a couple of minutes. In fact, we got to battle all these people here, take out all these little minions, and of course battle Umbridge, and there's somebody else that comes down too. I believe it's the Malfoys? I'm not exactly sure. I think I had this issue where I was unsure in the story mode too, and I think somebody told me, but I forgot. So, hey, thanks, shout out to whoever gave me that information, assuming that it was left behind in the story mode for Magic is Light. But if it wasn't, then my bad. I still don't know what I'm talking about. Either way, I guess I still don't know what I'm talking about. But alright, so these minions all require what appears to be 2 zaps of Reducto. I don't know if there's a spell that works a little better. Maybe Patronus? I don't know. I always use Reducto because it seems to take out everything. And basically there are 3 to 5 of those guys that you got to take out, and then Umbridge starts turfing a bunch of stuff at you. It looks like each time you get more and more items. First time it was 3 items, and you want to grab that final item that happens to be purple or purple. And we're going to go ahead and take Leviosa and send it right back at her. And here we go. See, here's here's Buddy. I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure this is Father Malfoy. I can't remember. My bad. He's got a ponytail, and it's flapping in the wind. It's pretty killer. But, yeah, anyhow, we need to take out all 4 of his hearts. So, again, my recommendation is drop the old shield, which for us, it's using the circle button. It could be B, depending on which platform you're playing on. It might even be something else if you're using the PC. I don't know. Was this game even on PC? I don't even remember. But, yes, we just need to deploy the shield and then match the color of spell he's using and then zap him with it. And then, of course, spam, 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 until we knock him out of there. And we've knocked him out the box, so now we just have to dodge some more items that Umbridge is tossing at us. And, of course, that final one, that purple one, is going to be the one we need to stop and grab. And wait for it. Here it comes. All right. Toss it on back and blammo. Now, I think she comes down for a nice little duel, too. So, yeah, of course, there are quick links down below if you are in a hurry. We are actually almost to the chase scene. And like I said, you're going to want to switch to the front character, and you're going to want to stay left. And it's kind of a funny angle, and you do get a couple of seconds, but it runs by, so you got to move fast. And I highly recommend pausing your game and watching the outcome of the video before attempting it, because if you miss it, you'll have to play the entire level over. At least, I think you do. I guess if you saved and quit, well, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. I believe you're going to have to play the level over again. If you know something I don't, feel free to drop a comment down below, because other users or viewers who watch this will surely find that information useful. But here we go. Tip, switch to the lead character and stay to the left for the green/Slytherin House Crest piece or collectible. So you're coming down this hallway, and as it bends to the left, you've got these 3 axe guys. After the 3rd one, get ready for the room to open up, and you have this item you need to run behind. It's a giant statue, and somehow I died there. So hopefully that doesn't happen to you, or hopefully you get the Crest piece before it does happen to you. And luckily for me, I got it, and truth be told, I did not have to play this level over again. My notes were adequate enough that I was prepared for it, so hopefully my advice will work just as well as it did for me as it did for you. Wait, I said that backwards. Anyhow, all 3 character tokens are stacked up. Speaking of stacking up, we got a whole bunch of studdage in this level. Plenty to get that true wizard, and look at that. We are over the 7.5 million mark. Oh, I almost thought I spoke a little too soon there. But yep, sure enough, we are. And we also found that student in peril. And yes, we rescued him and turned that frown upside down. And look at that. We've got some gold bricks we're adding up. If by my count, should be 83. And look at that. Yes, sirree. Now, we're going to return to Diagon Alley. That was a little bit of a weird rhyming scheme there that I wasn't even trying to make happen, I promise. But, uh-oh, you know what this screen means? That's going to wrap it up for LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7, level 14, Magic is Might, free play. We got all those collectibles. We just proved it to you, and we had fun doing it. At least we did. Hopefully you did as well. Now, if you guys have any questions or comments or requests for that matter, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below. If you haven't watched it already, I know this is time dating this video, but make sure you watch our December game break. I know you're like, wait, December? It's January. Yes, I know we're a little far behind, but we're going to try to change that this month. This is our catch-up month, and we're going to try to stay ahead. In fact, that's one of our resolutions we talk about in our December 2016 game break. So, as for me, I've got lots of stuff in the locker that needs to be edited and commentated. So I'm going to spend a bunch of time today trying to get caught up on some of those and get a bunch of these videos out for you guys trying to get the 100%. So as always, until next time. Slip.